Hey everyone, Kyle Goethe here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel. And we've got another unboxing for you today as we near the end of our Halloween spooky season. Today we are going to be opening up a copy of Severin's 4 movie collection of Danza Macabra Volume 1. This is the Italian Gothic collection. There are 4 volumes in this series. I think 1, 2, and 4 are Italian, and the third one is... I don't remember what the third class... I should know, I have all these movies. I have all 4 of these collections from Severin, and I have yet to start opening and actually diving into them, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to open up Danza Macabra Volume 1, take a look inside the 4 movies included, and see what's going on in here. So join us. Okay, so we have here Danza Macabra Volume 1, the Italian Gothic collection from Severin Video. We're going to go ahead and tear this open. I've actually become a huge fan of Severin's box sets, especially when they have this little separator in the middle. I don't know, it just kind of creates this excitement every time you open it up. So just taking another look at the box in the front here, I love the Gothic vibes of this right here. We've got the listing of the films: The Monster of the Opera, The Seventh Grave, Scream of the Demon Lover, and Lady Frankenstein. On the back here, we get a small little description of what's going on here. 4 Italian Gothic classics. Uncut, uncensored, unsettling. In a genre known for its castles, crypts, and candelabras, Italian Gothic also embraced themes of violence, madness, and sexual deviance. With these 4 films, those impulses dare to go even deeper. We'll dive into them as we go through here. So, and on the other side, you also have those 4 films again. Just going to open this up. All right. And again, revealing here we have another inside kind of holder for them. And I'm going to pull this aside so we can pull out each individual film. Maybe I'll leave that right here for everybody. Starting with the first one here, The Monster of the Opera. I should mention too, these are all 4 Blu-rays in this set. Monster of the Opera here. The worldwide Blu-ray premiere, conceived as a sequel to their landmark The Vampire and the Ballerina, director Renato Poselli and screenwriter Ernesto Gastaldi resurrected their Gothic fiend stocks a theatrical troupe framework for this over-the-top aria of reincarnated lovers, sheer nightgowns, sapphic hunger, interdimensional damnation, and frenzied opera that looks like the fever dream of an oversexed choreographer. Marco Mariani, Giuseppe Adobati, and Milena Vukotic star in the surreal and still potently erotic Shocker, now scanned in 2K from the original negative, featuring all new interviews with Gastaldi and more. Over here on the special features, we have an audio commentary with Kat Ellinger, author of Daughters of Darkness, Terror at the Opera, an interview with screenwriter Ernesto Gastaldi, Capodimonte Gothic, interview with Italian film devotee Mark Thompson Ashworth, and Radio Poselli, an archival audio interview with director Renato Poselli. We also have the French trailer here as well. Got some images from the film. It is in black and white from 1964, and it does run Italian language with optional English subtitles at 84 minutes right here. So, Monster of the Opera. I love this front cover right here. That's fantastic. All right, and then we have the disc inside here. Again, matches pretty well the films that we're looking for here. Let me just check and see if there is... Nope, there's no other other side to this at all. So there we go, The Monster of the Opera. Up next, we have The Seventh Grave. Another really nice looking poster or artwork on here. Really excited about checking these films out. This is another worldwide Blu-ray premiere. For more than 50 years, it has existed only via rumor, reputation, and barely watchable bootlegs. It remains perhaps the strangest Italian Gothic ever made, the sole feature by enigmatic director Garibaldi Serra Caracciolo. I'm probably saying those wrong, and I apologize. Here, using the anglicized pseudonym Finneycliff, combines familiar murder mystery elements of The Cat and the Canary with odd dollops of mad doctors, escaped lepers, giallo-style killings, and one of the most strikingly original seance sequences in the entire genre. Antonio Casale, Ferruccio Viotti, and Gianni Day star in this Fascinating rarity, now scanned in 2K from the recently discovered negative, with all new special features that explore the bizarre circumstances behind the film's production, release, and half-century disappearance. One of the most elusive titles, according to Roberto Curti. Over here on Special Features, we do have an audio commentary with Rachel Nisbet, the film critic and co-host of Fragments of Fear. There's a piece, interview with film historian Fabio Malei, 7 Graves and a Mystery, as well as The English Aesthetic with Giallo Blood, a video essay by Gothic scholar and author Rachel Knightley. This is another black and white film from 1965. It is in Italian with English subtitles, and it does run 77 minutes. Let's take a look on the inside here. And we have another disc here that looks, again, just like that front poster work right there. So, very cool. I love the way these movies look. And honestly, these black Blu-ray cases are really quite something as well. Well, this is a rather provocative one. Scream of the Demon Lover. I remember this box set was actually recommended by Daniel over at the Cobwebs channel. I checked, I had to purchase it once hearing his kind of thoughts on it, and I still remember the way he says, Scream of the Demon Lover. So there's the side right over here. This is the North American Blu-ray premiere. Though he only made 2 horror films, veteran writer-director Jose Luis Moreno here embraces the genre's classic elements and ravishes them to vivid extremes. When a beautiful biochemist arrives at a foreboding castle to work for a sinister baron, she'll unlock a nightmare of dark romance, sexual violence, grisly family secrets, and some of the most perverse moments in 70s Gothic. Carlos Quini, Agostina Belli, and Enzo Fisichella co-star in this Italian-Spanish co-production, also known as Killers of the Castle of Blood, and released in the U.S. by New World Pictures, cut by nearly 20 minutes, now scanned in 4K from the negative for the first time. Let's see here. This has on its special features and audio commentary with Rod Barnett, film historian and co-host of Nashi Cast, and Robert Manell, a writer and editor of I'm in a Jess Franco State of Mind. It also has Scream, Ernest Scream, an interview with actress Erna Schurer. She plays the biochemist. And In the Castle of Blood, a video essay by Stephen Thrower, author of books on Jess Franco and Lucio Fulci. And there's a trailer on there as well. This is a color film from 1970 in English and Italian, and it is 98 minutes. Go right there. Provocative. All right, and the last film in this set, and probably the one that I think I'm most looking forward to, is Lady Frankenstein. I have been aware of this film for many, many years and just never gotten around to watching it. So, let's see here. This is the first official North American release restored uncut from the negative, co-produced by Roger Corman. Oh my. One of the most underrated horror movies of all time, features ultra-lurid direction by American international star Mel Wells, from a story by Dick Randall, distinctive cinematography by Riccardo Palottini, and a score by Alessandro Alessandroni. A cast that includes Hollywood legend Joseph Cotton, alongside Eurocult icons Paul Muller, Herbert Fuchs? Fuchs? I don't know. Marino Massey and Mickey Hargitay, and a titular performance by the remarkable Rosalba Neri, for whom only the monster she could satisfy her strange desires. Lady Frankenstein is now scanned in 2K from the original negative, with 5.5 hours of special features with documentaries, interviews, alternate scenes, and more. Wow, okay, so there's a lot to this one here. So there's an audio commentary by Kat Allinger, author of Daughters of Darkness, and Annie Ross Malamet, film scholar and host of Girls Guts Giallo. An audio commentary with Alan Jones, author of Dario Argento, The Man, the Myths, the Magic, and Kim Newman, author of Nightmare Movies. Again, another Kim Newman appearance. I love seeing Kim Newman and all these background stuff. Meet the Baroness, feature with actress Rosalba Neri and film historian Fabio Malei. Piecing Together Lady Frankenstein, The Lady and the Orgy, a documentary short on director Mel Wells, The Truth About Lady Frankenstein from 2007, a German TV documentary, clothed insert shots. I don't exactly know what that means, but I think it means that there's additional footage for maybe like a television version. A video short illustrating the censorship cuts. Yeah, kind of makes it sound like. Italian opening credits. Big Film Magazine, Italian Lady Frankenstein photo novel. An extensive image gallery, home video gallery, radio spots, TV spots, and trailers. This is a 1971 color film in English and Italian with optional subtitles, and it is 99 minutes. So there we go, Lady Frankenstein right there. All right, there we have that. That is the 4 films in this collection. I'm always kind of sad now if I don't see a soundtrack in any of these, because Severin also tends to put out scores, CD scores of a lot of their films, and you'd be surprised how often I actually find myself listening to them. So nothing in this one. That's okay. I'll be okay. I'll survive. 4 films, Danza Macabra Volume 1, the Italian Gothic Collection, and there you have it. So there you have it. That is Danza Macabra Volume 1, the Italian Gothic Collection. I'm so excited to deep dive into this. Over the past year and a half or so, I've become incredibly involved in Severin's big box releases, checking out a lot of the things that they put together. I think they have just an incredible team working behind the scenes, making some really great collections of films. And I'm really curious to check out the 4 that were included in this box and continue my journey through the Danza Macabra films. Again, my Volume 4, the 4K collection of it, just arrived, so now I have really no excuse having all 4 of them to not be diving into them right here, right now. So we are nearing the end of the Halloween spooky season, so no better time right now than to check out some horror movies that you probably haven't seen yet. Make sure to let me know down in the comments section if you've seen any of the films that are on this collection. If you have the collection, what you recommend, what you don't. I'd love to hear about it, or maybe what you're most excited to see from that collection as well. And that goes for all 4 volumes, actually. If there's something later on that really, excited you, then go ahead and let me know about that as well. Make sure to like and subscribe. They're 2 free things that you can do that help to support the channel immensely, and you never miss new episodes of the show as they drop. You can also check out GoatFilmReviews.com for my many written reviews. You can also check Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can find me, Almighty Goatman, on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and Blue Sky. You can also check out the link down in the description for this video, and you can buy me a coffee if you want to help support the channel in a financial way, help to support us upgrading some of our equipment for future videos, and continue to grow the channel. I'd appreciate that. It's not required, but we certainly would love if you did. Wouldn't we like that, Boris? We'd love that. Thank you for joining me for this unboxing video, and we'll see you next time.